drug use and abuse, rather than after the fact to treat abuse. So, yes, the first part of the question is, what do you think is at the core of today's epidemic? And B is, how can the problem be addressed before the fact to prevent drug use and abuse, rather than after the fact to treat abuse? This is an age-old question. Who goes next? Mr. George.
Can I make a quick suggestion? Since this is a very, very complicated problem, can we have a little bit longer time than 90
Okay,
seconds?
we'll
Can we
have-
have 120 seconds? Sure. Thank you.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
2 minutes.
try.
2
I'm
minutes.
gonna try.
2 minutes. Opioids. What's the cause of the problem? We all know this. The pharmaceutical industry could make $1. They overprescribed. They was giving me prescriptions you didn't need. I had a knee surgery. They sent me home with a thing of Oxycontins like this big. Friday after the surgery, not feeling well. I take the day off of work. It's 9 a.m. I go in. My leg's hurting me. I take one of the opioids and I go to take a nap. I woke up at 5 p.m. The next day, I took those opioids and I flushed them down the toilet. But listen, there were some people with deeper pain than I did. Maybe they had different judgment than I did, whatever. They took those pills. When the pills ran out, they went to another doctor. They went doctor shopping. Eventually, they ran out of money. The insurance wouldn't cover it. They went to heroin because heroin is cheaper. And that's how we're losing people of this generation. I've lost people. One of my best friends growing up, he has grappled with this, and he's not the same person he was 10 years ago, and it's terrible. When I'm out on the doors, we're all knocking doors here. This is a very common concern. I've had mothers come to me with tears in their eyes saying, my son's still struggling, my daughter got involved with the wrong guy, whatever the situation is. We're losing people. How do we fix it? One, and I was also involved, by the way, in this district in shutting down the largest pill mill in the Northeast with Bob Eder. We got the state involved, and eventually that guy was shut down. How do we go from here? One, I'd like to do what we did with SUV, where we hire credible messengers who are one time on the wrong side of the tracks to go into and do epidemiology. I want to reach out to these people on their level. We saw with SUV, north of the Parkway, shootings are down 60%. God bless. 60%. I want to do that with opioids. I want to do that, bring people in, and let people know they don't need to bottom out to get help. Number one. Number two, I want to make sure that if you need more than 72 hours, that we have all the hospitals having transfer privileges between the private hospitals and the public hospitals. Because you know, if you need more than 72 hours to get better, or you're going to go back to a situation that's going to cause you to relapse, which is going to be more costly overall, I would rather you stay at the public hospital for another few days to get better. 3, I want all the bars and the nightclubs to have the naloxone that we require with first aid kits and CPR kits. So when someone does overdose, we get it to them right away. 4, I want to make sure for all the top 10 neighborhoods that grapple with us being one of them, that they have a pharmacy within that district that gives the naloxone out free of charge, no questions asked. And I want to make sure at every other pharmacy in this city that when you look on the cash register, it just says you don't need to ask, you don't need to feel shame. The free naloxone is at this in your district. That's how we make it. And of course, I want to make sure there's drug education that's going on in the classroom, but I want it to be evidence-based. You work in psychology, Charlene, and we've had many conversations on our bus on the way to work. It is be evidence-based.